Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series, where it's time tonight for the Old Dominion 200, presented by Menzies Motorsports, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. And this season's moving right along here, folks, and boy, time for some short track racing here in Richmond, Virginia. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, and that would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. Now we've got about I'd say about maybe 3 minutes before they go to qualifying. So let's go ahead and take a moment here and look at the driver's standings. And of course, Aiden Verlaine, he's still leading there. He's 36 points ahead of Nick Cannon. Cannon moved now into the second position. Ken Baum Jr. moved up to the third spot, and Carson Pittman has moved up 2 positions. A lot of folks moving around a lot today. They Carson Pittman into that 4th position. Kevin Click now up into the 5th spot. Christopher Lynn, he did take a hit, dropped 1 position down to 6th. Tyler Isley remains, actually he's tied with Kyler McCarthy there for the 7th position. Both of them have 191 points there. And then Lucas Nilgis, 9th position. David Smeal Jr. rounds out your top 10. And you look on down and see if your favorite driver is listed in the top 20 positions here. And taking a quick look at the team standings. Of course, Verlaine Racing, he's been so dominant this season, and he continues to lead. The gap is coming down just a little bit. Nitro's in that 2nd position. Turn 2 Terribles 3rd. Glitter Kitty Racing in the 4th spot. Mopar Motorsports 5th. Up in Smoke and Posse Racing 6th and 7th. Team Sparkle Unicorn 8th. Ryan Broderick Racing moves ahead of River Region Racing, 9th with River Region in the 10th spot, and Asphalt Outlaw Racing in that 11th position. So just before we get on down to qualifying, we'll go ahead and take a moment and hear from our sponsors. Hey, you're watching the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? Macho Man! My way, money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Yep.
Okay, folks, we're back, and it is time to go qualifying. Qualifying is actually literally just started, and let's head on down on the track here. And Sue, who is that right there? That's Brian Pressler turning some laps there, and let's bring up the timing tower to see if any times on the board yet. No times as of yet. Brian may be one of the first to put a time on the board here. Everybody gets 2 hot laps and 5 minutes to get a time on the board. And there we go. He crosses the line there, and looks like he will slot into the 4th position. Ken Baum Jr. currently in the provisional pole there with Tyler Kahn in that 2nd position. Christopher Lynn crossing the line. He's in P3. Does he move up? And unfortunately does not improve his time there. Let's see, Lucas Nilger showing, looks like he's done. He's P4. You know, it's a private qualifying, so everybody literally goes out on track together. There's Alex Mader. No time for him just yet. That may be the start of his time lap. Making his way down the backstretch. Hopefully he'll be coming around to complete his first time lap here. Unless he touched a wall the first time around, otherwise it would the lap would not count. And now he didn't have a time that time either, so I don't know, unless we caught him on his out lap. I didn't see him touch the wall, and because, you know, if you touch the wall, then it disqualifies you for that particular lap. Let's see if he gets time on the board this time around. Coming to the stripe there, and I don't know why he's not showing a time. That's strange, unless he was just out there practicing. There's Nick Cannon, currently 16th quickest at 22.520. John Ashley Amerson, no time for him as of yet. Coming to the stripe here. And let's see. That's strange. I don't know why it's not. Some of the guys, they're not recording times here. That's strange. And we'll see. We'll follow him around this time because just about everybody else is done. And oddly enough, there he finally got a time there. 21st fastest, 22.692, and that looks like that'll probably do it for the qualifying. We got a couple of minutes left, so we'll go ahead here and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, folks, we're back here, and cars are starting to come out onto the track as they make their way out. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting grid. And starting on the pole there is Ken Baum Jr. He'll be next to him will be Tyler Kahn. Then we have Chris Lynn in the 3rd position. Lucas Nildress in the 4th spot. 5th will be Aiden Burlane. And then we have Carson Pittman starting 6th. Robbie Bice 7th. Brett Perigo 8th. Brian Pressler 9th. David Sneal Jr. rounding out your top 10. In the 11th position, we have Stan Mayberry. Tyler Isley in the 12th spot. 13th position will be Jaden Bingaman. Andrew May 14th, William Brown 15th, Nick Cannon 16th, 17th is Jeremy Zarfos. Then we have Matthew Fitz in the 18th position, Tristan Kahn 19th, David Salter rounding out the top 20. Then 21st position, John Ashley Ameson. Then Jimmy Barr in the 2nd position. 22nd position. Briggs Swope 23rd. And 24th position is Bill Hales. 25th position is Don DeGroot with Ryan Broderick 26th. Carl Fitz in the 27th position. And Alex Mader starting shotgun on the field in the 28th and final position. Waiting for everybody to get out there. Beautiful day for racing, boy. Air temperature is 78 degrees. Winds are only 2 miles an hour. Now, you know, they run open setup in this league. They have 4 sets of tires. They have the 3 attempts at a green-white checker. No fast repairs, ladies and gentlemen, and getting ready for 130 laps here at this .72 mile facility. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell. If you, every time you can be notified when we go live. We'll be getting a couple of warm-up laps here as they make their way around. Jr. trying to keep some heat in those tires. Whole field is forming up nicely here. Making their way down the backstretch. Pace car will be turning in this time around. Ready to get this show on the road. Coming out of turn 4, pace car is down on pit road.
Green flag.
We got a green flag and we're racing here at Richmond. Oh no, caution already. And I think it was Pittman. I got a quick hit there. Let's see. Carson Pittman, is he still on track? It might have just been a spin. It looks like he's okay. The car actually looks pretty good there. Not any damage that I can really see. So a very quick caution here on the opening lap. Let's go back and see if we can go back up here and take a look there and see what, I'm sorry, William Brown, he might have been involved as well. Let's go ahead and roll the tape here. There's Brown, the number 9. Now, he might have just been taking avoiding act. Yeah, that's what's going. You already see the number 4 going around backwards there. And there might have been multiple cars involved here. Now, he's sliding around, and boy, he just didn't miss the 69. Boy, that was super close there. That was Andrew May. And Brown, he just touched the wall there a little bit. And so we'll let's jump over to Carson Pittman. That's where we that's where I thought things might have got started there. And he might have just spun the tires, you know, got on the throttle. Yep, that's what it was. He spun the tires a little bit too much, and it came on around on him. And he almost, look, who is that? He almost collected the O2. I think that's the O2 there. But yeah, that's what happened there. Let's go ahead and take it back live here. So he's exiting pit road, ready to get going once again. And yeah, who knows, folks? It might be one of those nights here. Let me tell you. Now, I'm not sure what's going on. Ken Baum Jr., he was behind the pace. I thought he was behind the pace car. Now he's going around, unless they're trying to get things sorted out here with timing and scoring. iRacing. Right now, Ken Baum Jr. is still showing as your leader, but it's weird. It looks like he's at the tail end of the field. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. And Tyler Kahn, he's also, I wonder if something, you know, sometimes timing and scoring gets a little jacked up a little bit, and I think they're trying to sort it out here because it's still showing your two leaders right there, but you can see, like on the track map, they're at the back of the pack, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, and they may be trying to figure it out themselves. And it looks like they're coming to a stop here. I think they're trying to get situated with the pace car from, I don't even see the pace car unless maybe they're waiting for the pace car to catch up with them or something, because that was a very quick caution. I mean, they hadn't even, all the cars hadn't gotten past the start finish line, I don't believe. There goes the pace car now, just going past Ken Baum Jr. So hopefully now that'll get everybody sorted out. It looks like it's starting to sort out here just a little bit. And you see some guys going for it. iRacing will do that sometimes. Yeah, and they have they delayed the restart here because I think they're trying to let iRacing get itself sorted out. Because sometimes it'll say, go ahead of this car, and then when you pass them, it'll say stay behind that same car, and you know, until it gets everything sorted out. So we see a few guys making their way around. And it's Tristan Kahn. Who is that going around? Thought I saw somebody going all the way around the track. It looks like everybody's there. Carson Piston, he's still racing. That was William Brown. I think that's who we saw that was coming around. Now, is Ryan Broderick, is he still, is showing him as out? I don't even see him on the track, so unless he had some kind of connection issue or something, he may not be in the race here. Let's jump back up here with your leader. Lights are out on the pace car. The first 6 laps here have been under caution, so it'll be lap 7 when we finally get to racing here. And hopefully they can get things going. They make their way down the backstretch. 28 car field tonight. It might be 27 because, well, now it's showing, that can't be right. Yeah, timing, well, my timing and scoring is showing a lot of people is out. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but they're still there. The only car I actually did not see was Ryan Broderick, and we'll see if he's still in the race here in a minute. And it's still under caution. The pace car came in, but they did not get the green flag, so not really sure exactly what's happening there. I'm tempted to maybe contact one of the admins, but they're probably trying to work on it right now and get things straightened out. So we'll let them do their job. We don't want to. It may be hectic enough, and I don't know. You may have to pick up the pace car once again because they're coming out of turn 4 and still. Let's see if we get a green flag this time around. There we go, green flag, and what I tell you now, Ken Baum Jr. He kind of caught. He was a couple of car lengths ahead of Tyler Kahn. Looks like they get going pretty good this time. The rest of the field is off and running. There's the 0-2 there. Looks like he's okay. That was Brett Perigo. It looked like he almost got caught up in that spin. Oh, we do have a caution. And oh my goodness, it was involved Carl Fitz, and I think Ryan Broderick was on track, but now it's showing both of them jumped right to the pits, so we won't be able to lock on them anyway. So 2 cautions now, and we're on lap 9. So, boy, I tell you, this could be a long evening here, folks. And I think once they get going, though, they'll kind of, get the groove going, get in the groove there. There's Alex Mader getting on his pit box there. You see Carl Fitz right in front of him, the 18 truck. And yeah, Ryan Broderick, he's still in there. He just finished work on his car, making his way back down pit road. The car looks pretty good there. Carl Fitz remains on pit road. Let's see what kind of, his car doesn't look that bad, but he must have some kind of damage that he's getting worked on. David Salter just coming down pit road. Maybe just looked like he may have a little, he looked like he got a splash of fuel. Did he have some right front damage there? Let's see if where's that camera at? Let's see if we can find that. And maybe not. It looks like it's okay, I guess. And, car looks like it's okay. He's staying down on the apron now as he gets up and merges with the traffic. Meanwhile, up at the front there, Ken Baum Jr. Lights are still on the pace car, so we'll have at least one more pace lap. And it doesn't take long for laps to click by here at Richmond, and they'll be on lap 12. If the lights go out this time, should be lap 13 when we go back to racing here. Or should I say maybe try to get some racing going. And so race start jitters here, folks, and trying to get everybody, hopefully things will settle down here in a minute and get going. Of course, you can always expect cautions at short track racing sooner rather than later. It's almost bound to happen. Now the lights remain on the pace car, so they'll have at least one more lap there. So as they're pacing around, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, pace car is in. Let's see what happens this time.
Green flag, green flag.
We got a green flag, and boy, Ken Baum Jr. gets another good start there. Tyler Kahn getting a lot of pressure there from Chris Lynn, looking down on the inside of the number 7. He gets that second position. Boy, there's Aiden Berlane right there in the 4th spot. Your top 4, and Lucas Nilges right there behind them. Ken Baum Jr. trying to stretch out that gap there a little bit. Half a second already on second place of Chris Lynn. Tyler Kahn sticking right to him, taking another look down on the inside. Challenging the 32 for that second position. 13 might be trying to follow him right through there. There's Lucas Nilges right behind those guys running in the 5th position. Boy, the top 5 starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field just a little bit. Ken Baum Jr. still edging out his lead in the front, almost a full second now. across the line now, 17 laps in the books of 130. Behind them, Robbie Bice having a nice battle there with the 72, David Smith Jr. Ryan Pressler, 67 machine right behind him. Then we have Jaden Bingaman. Number 8 there, Nick Cannon, just getting by the 02 of Brett Perigo, moving into the top 10, or trying to get into the top 10. Perigo is fighting him hard, but he's just about got it as they go down the backstretch. Uh-oh, another caution here, folks. And let's see who it involved. Let's see. Now, I don't even get a report there's any cautions at all. No one crashed or anything. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just catch somebody sideways? Yeah, who is that? That is somebody sitting there sideways. I saw a car sitting sideways on the track and didn't quite catch who that was. I mean, it's possible that it might have been Carl Fitz, because it's saying that he jumped to the pits, so that might have been what happened. You know, let's back it up one lap here and maybe see, take a look and see if we can. Is it possible to lock in on Carl? And doesn't look like it's going to let us. So we'll go back live here. He's on pit road and has a little bit of damage on that right front. Ken Baum Jr. still in the lead up at the front there. Tyler Kahn still in that second position. Christopher Lynn holding on now in the third position. Aiden Berlane in the fourth spot, and Lucas Nilgis rounds out your top 5. And somebody's getting a wave around there. I think that was it Matthew Fitz? No, it wasn't Matthew Fitz. Who was that? Whoever was in the I think maybe it was Alexander Mater. Yeah, he was getting a wave around there. So Mater now on the, he must have, maybe went a lap down today, so he's catching up to the back of the field there. Getting everybody in position. Ryan Broderick, he was in the pits for quite a while because he's showing about 9 laps down, I believe, in that 28th position. Carl Fitz remains on pit road. Alexander Mater also on pit road as well. And now he is just finishing work on the number 45 machine, making his way back out. And I think he's having to wait for the entire field to go by because the exit to pit road probably was closed. Meanwhile, up the front, and let's see, are the lights still on? Yes, they are. So they might get one more caution lap here before we go green. And Mater got another wave around there, so he's coming around. So far, Baum Jr., he's been making some good restarts here, and he'll just have to try to just keep doing that. The lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 24. I tell you, these laps, it won't be long because, you know, once we get to lap 65, that'll be the halfway point. Everybody getting ready for the restart once again. Tyler Kahn, see if he can not get caught napping by the number 2, as both times Baum has really got a good launch. Pace car on pit road. And boy, he really caught him that time. Well, boy, Tyler Kahn, not a great restart. Chris Lynn now in that second position. Look at Lucas Nilgis. Kahn trying to recover on the high side. He's fighting the number 21 as they go. Oh, and the 7 got into the wall there a little bit. There's David Smeal Jr. And Lucas Nilgis also, something happened to Lucas Nilgis, and he got hard into the wall. The number 7's down there as well, Tyler Kahn. There's Kahn right there behind David Smeal Jr. But meanwhile, up the front there, Ken Baum Jr. once again over a second already ahead of second place Chris Lynn, Aiden Berlane. He's in that second spot there. Now he's got David Smeal Jr. Smeal is now moved up 6 laps here. Not 6 laps, but 6 positions. And we're now caution number 4. And let's see. Looks like it might have involved Carson Pittman. And that's the only guy that was showing. Carson Pittman, possibly John Ashley Amerson. I don't know. Let's go back to Carson here, and we'll go ahead and I've got a highlight for him. We'll go ahead and jump back and see if we can see what happened with Carson. Now there he is, the number 4 car. Now he's got the 42 Jeremy Zarfos right in front of him. And let's see the 48 there, Stan Mayberry. Oh, Mayberry and Zarfos. Boy, that looks like, okay, they got together. That looks like the same thing I saw last night. That was so close. It looked like it was netcode, but at the angle they were going to get collected there anyway. So Pittman was just really trying to not get, and he finally got tagged by Mayberry. He almost was clear of it, and Mayberry was still fishtailing a little bit, and he caught the number 4, so no real big damage there for Pittman. And so, yeah, he did luck out there a little bit. And he's making his way down on pit road anyway, just to make sure that car is okay. No fast repairs or anything. He's going to go ahead and get a set of tires. Several folks down on pit road. 14.9 seconds for Pittman there. There's Tyler Kahn. He's on pit road, and he was there getting some work done. Stan Mayberry, he was involved in that spin. He was the one that was spun around. Had little contact there on the left rear. Lucas Nilgis also still on pit road. Let's zoom in a little bit. A little bit of damage on that right front, so he's probably going to just sit there as long as possible and get as much of that work done. The rest of the field here. Ken Baum Jr., boy, I tell you now, Chris Lynn, he's in the second position now. Aiden Berlane, third with David Smeal Jr. right there. Brian Pressler now in that 5th position. Jaden Bingaman in the 6th spot. And Robbie Bice in the 7th position. Brett Perigo in 8th position. Nick Cannon is 9th. And Tyler Isley, he rounds out your top 10. Boy, I tell you, we're at lap 30 already, folks. And I know these guys probably not even feeling like they've got this first sets of tires haven't even gone through a good heat cycle yet. And that may be part of the problem here. You know, they're not getting enough green flag laps to really get these tires in a good operating window. So hopefully the lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 32 on the restart. See Kahn, Mayberry, Amerson, Nilgis, they're all exiting pit road. The whole field is forming up behind Ken Baum Jr. and make their way down the backstretch. Pace car should be heading down on pit road this time around. There he goes. And let's see if Baum gets another good start here.
Green flag.
And he punches it, and he is gone. Christopher Lynn is right there. Aiden Berlane. David Smith Jr., he was taking a look on the outside there for a minute. Christopher Lynn being challenged by the 13 as they race down the backstretch. Berlane trying to get past the 32. You would think Chris has a better, more momentum on that hot line coming off the corner. But I tell you, the 13 is fighting him hard. Boy, that turn 2 exit is really tricky. That outside wall comes up in a hurry. Oh, and they touch a little bit. The 13 gets spun. He didn't spin, but he did lose something. Oh, he's falling way down the order. Berlane, I'm trying to catch up with him.
Yellow flag.
Now, we had a caution. Berlane, oh, man, he lost a ton of positions, 8 spots now, back from where he started the race. Right now showing in the 13 is in the 13th position. Well, we got caution number 5 here. And let me scroll down to see if I can see. And now this might have involved, let's see, where's Briggs Smoke? Number 57. Something might have happened there with Briggs. Let's go back and let's see if we can take a look here and see what happened with Briggs here. Now there's the 57 right there in the center of your screen. The number 5. Ryan Broderick right behind him, the 4 on the high side. Now they get by okay. Everything's okay right there. It looks like so far so good. They're coming out of turn 4. Yeah, this could have been another case of just cold tires, perhaps. Let's see what happens. And somebody, who is that blinking behind him? He just blinked out. I was going to look to see who it was, and so can't, not sure. Oh, okay, that's weird. not sure what happened there, and he's still rolling along. Something else might have happened because it doesn't look like anything. Sometimes when the driver slows down on track, the timing and scoring will think that he crashed, but unless something else happened someplace up ahead of him. And now I'm just looking on board with some of the other drivers. I don't see no signs of what would have happened. Let's go ahead and take it back live here. So that was a mystery caution there, folks. Caution number 5. Ken Baum Jr. still your leader. Let me see, is he anywhere close to the, so there's Robbie Bice. So where's Robbie at? Robbie's currently in the 7th position. I'm gonna grab him real quick. Maybe we can get a chance to speak with him. Hey, Robbie, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, buddy. Yeah.
Hey, man. Boy, I tell you, is it cold tires out there? Or what's just trying to get in a good rhythm here, huh?
Yeah, I think it's short track, cold tires.
Safety cars out.
Carson, somehow his car just snapped when he took off from the start, and he got the field all messed up. So we had to do a couple extra laps to get people back in line, and white flies cleared because it's kind of one of those deals where we don't clear them, but people got them for not their fault. So
right,
I think it's
right.
cold tires. Really, to be honest with you, I'm afraid to pit because I don't want cold tires.
Absolutely, man. There'll be more cold tires, so at least you got a little bit of temperature in these. But I'll go ahead and put you back down to the channel, man. We'll talk to you later on.
Thanks, man.
Good night. So yeah, we're trying to. The guys are definitely trying to get some. It's like a catch-22 situation, You're getting some cautions here because you got cold tires and you can't. But you want to get some laps in, but you can't do it because you got cold tires, and like you said, you can't really come in and pit because those tires, they don't use tire warmers or anything like that in stock car racing. So you definitely would not be any better off. Lights off on the pace car. So it'll be lap 39 already. Less than 100 laps to go in this race, folks. So let's see what can happen here. Ken Baum Jr., Chris Lynn, David Smith Jr., Jaden Bingaman, Brett Perigo, your top 5.
Green, green, green.
We got a green flag. Racing once again. Baum Jr. off to another good start back there, and there's the 17 there. Tyler Isley battling with Jaden Bingaman for that 3rd position. Look at the 72, David Smill Jr. taking a look down on the 8th on the inside. Let's look a little further back in the field. Nick Cannon in that 6th position. Bingaman, Chris Lynn and Bingaman, they're really battling up at the front. Because you know it's some tight quarters further back. These guys have a little bit more room to race. And they're starting to stretch out back here. Things now they're starting to get sorted out just a little bit. That's Robbie Bice now, and he's got the 3 there. Matthew Fitz trying to get that 10th position from him.
The yellow flag is
Oh no, we got us another yellow just as they start to get a few laps going. And once again, I don't see any reports of anybody crashing or anything. So, well, I tell you, man, this has just been a rough race here for the guys as far as getting any kind of a rhythm going. And we've had several folks pit already. You know, Fitz came in later, and some of the guys pitted, because they had slight damage. But look, so far, everybody in the top 7 has elected to stay out throughout these cautions. Now, caution number 6. And Robbie Bice now coming down pit road. He said he didn't want to pit. He's going to go ahead and just roll the dice and go put some, because we do it, even though it's been caution, a lot of cautions here. We are now on lap 43. I guess he's figuring, oh, shoot, might as well just put some fresh Goodyears on just in case we get a nice, good green flag run going here. Even though there haven't been a lot of green flag laps linked together here, definitely have been putting wear on the tires. And Andrew May back there, Bice, Tyler Kahn and pit road. Bice, he's done. Kahn now just, he's still on pit road. Andrew May, he's finished his servicing on the number 69. Making his way back out. Now it's 7 drivers at the top 7 that have still elected to stay out. And I guess, if you're in Ken Baum's shoes, yeah, why pit? You're right there at the front. You're getting good restarts. There's no reason, he's probably thinking, hey, I can do this all night. If this is what it takes to get to the checkered flag, he'll just keep dropping the hammer. And I think they must be going on the leader and not on the flag, because if that's the case, he is definitely beating them to the punch every time, because he really gets a good restart and almost instantly puts at least half a second between him and whoever it is that's behind him. And now that would be Jaden Bingaman in that 2nd position. Christopher Lynn 3rd, Tyler Isley in that 4th spot. Hey, Tyler maybe trying to get back up there and get another surprise victory tonight. He's getting close. And see, where is Aiden Verlaine? He's now back in the 16th position. Now, he did pit on lap 34. And boy, I tell you, he's really in the belly of the beast now, because he's back there where anything can happen. And I'm thinking they'll probably get the one to go this time around. And they crossed the line, and the lights are out on the pace car. It'll be lap 47 on the restart. And I don't believe nobody's on pit road. Everybody's back out. down to turns 3 and 4. There goes the pace car down on the pit road.
Green, green, green.
Green flag one more time. Lap 47 underway. Jaden Bingaman trying to get that second position from Chris Lynn. And he's just about has it as they race down the backstretch. Boy, Chris, he's not ready to give it up, though.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, man, another caution here. And this one looks like, this one might have involved David Salter. There's Salter and, let's see, Tristan Kahn. Oh, several cars back there. Who that? I saw somebody else back there as well. Couldn't see quite. Was that Lucas Nilges? No, it wasn't Lucas Nilges, but definitely David Salter and Tristan Kahn were involved. And let's see. Let's go back. Let's take a look at David here on the replay and see if we can see what happened there. And there's Salter, the number 88 in the center of the screen. The 02 is right down on his inside. And I think Salter might have bounced off the wall there. Oh, yeah, he was already losing control of the car. And, oh, man, he just bounces or basically kind of slides up in to the 44 there. Nothing that he could do. That's Tristan Kahn. That's how they both got involved in that. So Kahn, he's pretty much just along for the ride. And then all of a sudden, it's like he breaks loose. There's Matthew Fitz goes by very closely. Oh, and he just got tagged by somebody. That was the 57. And so, yeah, that's Briggs Swope. So, yeah, that's just some tough luck there for those guys. So we are on under caution here once again. And, boy, I tell you, we are at lap 50 of this race. William Brown coming down on pit road. David Salter right in front of him there. Salter car doesn't look too bad there. William Brown, his car looks good. He's just coming down on pit road. Looks like he's going to get tires and he might get some fuel as well. So as they cycle through once again, we'll take another quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Old Dominion 200 presented by Menzies Motorsports here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? Macho Man! My way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Board with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back here with the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's the Old Dominion 200, presented by Menzies Motorsports, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. The lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 53 on the restart. And boy, I tell you, it has just been a case of cold tires. We saw some folks spinning, not a whole lot of damage. But I tell you, the guys are just having some terrible luck here, just getting going and getting in a groove here at Richmond. Still 78-degree air temperature, track temperature 96. Riding on board with Ken Baum Jr. as he gets going. And boy, look at that pack of cars behind him. Oh, and we see Lynn. He's sliding. He gets up in the wall there. He's still continuing along. but losing a lot of positions. Boy, Chris Lynn all the way down to the 22nd position. Oh, and something else is happening. And that this is going to be obviously another caution here. He's making his way through that. John Ashley Amerson, and there were some other guys involved there. Brian Pressler, I believe. Looked like maybe Robbie, let's see. I think it was just William Brown might have been involved in that. Let's see. Chrisland basically came to a halt there. And let's go back, because I think we caught it as it was happening in front of him. And so we'll see him up along the wall there right now. And then once he got going, you see these guys they got together, and he actually had room on the high side there to basically drive right by that pileup there, and so avoided more damage. And probably might have a little bit of right side damage. The nose of the car looks okay. Right front, actually the right front doesn't look that bad either, really. So it should be okay. He is coming down pit road though, just so the crew can take a look at it and maybe knock a fender out if necessary. John Ashley Amerson already on pit road. This car showing a little damage on both the right front and the left front, so he may be on pit road for a little while, trying to get that resolved. There's your leader, Ken Baum Jr., and let's grab Ken here real quick and get his perspective.
Yep.
Hey, Ken, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Sir.
Hey, man, how's the view up the front, man? You seem to be in the best place for tonight.
It's all right. I'm just trying to keep myself occupied up here.
I tell you, man, are you getting any kind of wheel spin? Are we seeing guys spinning and there's reports of cold tires and such?
No, I start in a different gear than them, and I don't have an issue with that.
10-4, man, and but I guess it would be nice to get those tires really in a good operating window, because these starts and restarts, does that, because you haven't even pitted at all, and how you think you're just going to keep sticking with that set of tires even if this continues a bit?
We just have to see how the rest of this unfolds. I was running fast lap times before, and every green flag run we had, so the fall-off isn't too bad right now. We'll see how it goes.
10-4, man. I'll put you back down to your channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay, Ken Baum Jr. trying to keep this thing going here. The lights are still on the pace car, so they'll have at least one more pace lap before they get to one to go. And I don't see anybody on pit road. And we're getting very close now to the halfway point of this race. They make their way around this time. Lights are out. It'll be lap 60 when we go green once again. Ken Baum Jr. Bingaman up at the front. Tyler Isley, he's now in that third position. And right now, like say Isley and Bingaman and Smeal, they're all trying to figure out how to get a good jump here on Ken Baum Jr. Ken is definitely leading the way on the restarts here for sure. There goes the pace car down on the pit road. Got a green flag and racing once again here at Richmond. Another great start there for Ken Baum Jr. David Smeal back there, he's watching the 17 Isley and Bingaman battling for position. Oh, man, he really got a good drive off the corner there. Taking a look down to the inside of Isley and trying to pick up that third position. Isley hanging tough on the high side. Here comes Nick Cannon up behind these two. Got to be so careful coming off that turn two. Like I said before, boy, that turn two exit wall is just waiting for you. Ken Baum Jr. once again pulling away. David Smith now into that third position, Isley right behind him. So he did grab that spot from the 17 car. Let's look a little further back in the field here. Now there's Matthew Fitz now challenging Aiden Berlane. Berlane now back into the top 10, running in the 9th position at the moment. Things are getting a little bit of action back here. Oh, they're almost 3 wide. Boy, that was the 42. Zarfa was more the 61. John DeGroot got passed high and low by the 7 of Tyler Kahn and the 88 of David Salter. There's the 5 car. He's not on the, I don't believe, that's Ryan Broderick, but he's not on the lead lap. He's several laps down. And somebody's on pit road, or at least they looked like they were going to go on pit road. Chris Lynn, we saw him up at the front, and he made contact with the wall. Uh-oh, we got a caution, and somebody, it was a yellow car. Couldn't quite see who it was. And let's see if I can track that down and see who that was. And caution here on lap 65. And it looks like it was Matthew Fitz. Yeah, it was a yellow car, and it was Matthew Fitz, and the car kind of looks like it's okay from what we can see here. And coming down on the pit road. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Brian there. I'm sorry, not Brian, but Matthew. Now Matthew, he's down on the inside line right behind Aiden Berlane there. And I got the funny feeling he's going to get on the power just a little too much. I'm watching. No one's he's clear of everybody else so far. Oh, and it looks like he might have the momentum just carried him up into, what car is that? I can't see the number, but and oh my goodness, he's headed down to the inside wall. Nice little tap, and boy, he got lucky he didn't get more damage than that. He got very lucky. I mean, they probably hadn't had a whole lot of speed going, and he was already hard on the brakes, but I mean, he may have dodged a bullet there at that time, folks, because the car doesn't look all that bad. Left front has a little bit of damage, but other than that, not too bad at all. So the drivers battling cautions here, folks, down on pit road. There's Don DeGroot down on pit road. Brian Pressler, I saw him go in a little earlier. Lucas Nilgers now getting tires and fuel for the number 21. He's down and away. John Ashley Amerson, he's on pit road. I think he's been there almost a minute now, so he's been there for a while. Probably having some more work done on that 55 machine as the field goes on by. There's Alex Mader, 7th position. Mader, boy, he's gained 21 positions since the start of the race. So he's basically, in fact, I think he started shotgun on the field. And so now he's in the top 10. And who knows where he'll end up at? Right behind Aiden Berlane there. Who's that right behind him? Jimmy Barr in the 12 machine. I do believe the see, are the lights out on the pace car? Yes, they are. So it'll be laps. Well, we're definitely past the halfway point now because it'll be lap 70 when they get the green flag. Whole field is all lined up here. And we're down through turns 3 and 4. Pace car down on pit road.
Green, green, green.
Now the green flag racing once again. Jaden Bingaman challenging the 2 for the lead there. Boy, taking a look on the outside. He got a good run that time coming off a 2, but can he hold on? Ken Baum Jr., they're door to door going down the backstretch. David Smil Jr., he's getting close. As he watched these 2 battle there.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh no, another caution here. And actually Bingaman was managed to be ahead at the caution, so now he will be your leader as caution number 10 here. And looks like that involved Chris Lynn, I believe, the number 32, Chris Lynn and Nick Cannon, the 32 and the 8. So let's go back and take a look there and see what we see here. And so there's Chris Lynn, the 32, and you can see Nick Cannon up on the high side, the 8 car. And so there's Lynn, and Cannon is they're about to split the 28 there. And something was happening in front of them. Who was that? I couldn't quite see who that was. Bill Hales, the 53, folks pretty much reacting to something that was happening in front of them, and the 32 almost collects the 28. It looks like Nick Cannon is just trying to dodge everything, and he basically just loses control of the car as he was trying to get through all of that. And didn't look like he had, it just kind of nosed it into the outside wall there. So he should be none the worse for wear there. Bill Hales coming down on pit road. Andrew May moving very slowly down pit road. Did something happen? Okay, pit exit may be closed. He's probably just waiting for the field to go by before he can exit pit road. There he is on his way there. So now we have a new leader here, Jaden Bingaman. And Carson Pittman's actually in the second position. Let's see. Did Ken Baum Jr. pit? Yes, he did. He pitted on lap 72. So that puts him down in the 18th position. And boy, I tell you, that's a lot of cars to get through here on lap 74 of 130. But hey, Aiden Verlaine, he did it. I mean, there were multiple cautions, and he was able to avoid all of that. So he's back up inside the top 5. Tyler Isley right ahead of him. Carson Pittman now in the second position. Jaden Bingaman is your new leader. They cross the line this time. They might get the 1 to go here. And the lights are indeed out on the pace car. Obviously, they would have wanted to have a lot more racing done here, but over half of this race pretty much went under caution. 10 cautions here tonight at Richmond. And a lot of them not really, causing a lot of damage, just a lot of spins. Richmond can be kind of a tricky place to race. There's the pace car down on pit road. Now let's see what kind of restart Jaden Bingaman gets here. Green flag, and he's off and rolling there. Tyler Isley trying to hold on to that second position. Boy, the number 4, Carson Pittman, trying to make a charge on the high side. Aiden Berlane right behind him. He's challenging the 17 for that second position. Tyler Isley so far is holding on. Pittman now just has his nose ahead, but can he stay ahead? Not just yet. Here they come off of turn 2. Right up along that outside wall. And now he is in the second position ahead of Tyler Isley. So put Carson Pittman now in that second position. And leader Jaden Bingaman now about a good 0.4 of a second ahead of Pittman. We'll see if he can draw a gap here. Now Bingaman, he is still on his original tires. He never pitted through any of those cautions. So he continues along here. Gap maintaining around 0.4 of a second from Pittman.
The yellow flag is out.
Uh-oh, caution. It is caution number 11, and let's see. Was it, well, not Tristan Kahn. I don't know. We don't have any reports of anyone crashing. So, let's see. At least not yet. No, I don't see anybody. So not really sure why that caution came out there. There's definitely no reports of anyone crashing, that's for sure. So now a caution here on lap 80 of 130. Boy, this is been a very unusual race, and it's almost like we've seen them run many long green flag runs, and kind of the opposite here tonight at Richmond. There's Jimmy Barr coming down to his pit box, and this is only his second time on pit road. Tires and fuel for the number 12. He's down and away 14.9 seconds. Stan Mayberry getting work done on that number 48 machine. Right side's on, left side's now going on. He might have overshot with it, 15.2 seconds actually. He is down and away. Bill Hales exiting, looks like 21st position is where he'll come out of the pits at. Everybody that came into the pits, looks like everybody's done. Brian Pressler on his way in. He's the only driver right now heading into the pits. He makes his way down to his pit box. Meanwhile, up the front there, Jaden Bingaman enjoys the view at the front with Carson Pittman just ready to go to get that lead. Tyler Isley still in the hunt there. Aiden Berlane now, like I said, he made it back inside the top 5, and he made it back up to 4th and still running 4th. He's only stopped once. He pitted on lap 34. So now he's got to figure out these restarts, and they've been a little. Whoever's been at the front, they've been doing pretty good on the restarts and everything, and it seems like it's like they're getting a few more. They're stringing a few more green flag laps together, and they'll probably be getting the one to go this time around. We were talking to Ken Baum Jr. and he was thinking that maybe the guys are just starting in the wrong gear and just, you know, too much torque being put down. Richmond just not offering a lot of grip for the amount of torque being applied on the restarts. So it's 1 to go. It'll be lap 85 when we get the green flag once again. Everybody's back on track. Either go getting ready to come around now. Pace car heading down onto pit road.
Green flag.
Racing once again here, lap 85. And it's Tyler Isley now into that second position, trying to stay ahead of the 4. Tyler Kahn now in the 7th position. He takes that spot from Aiden Berlane. Berlane back to the 5th spot. He's getting some pressure there from David Salter. Salter trying to move in on the number 13. Salter has gained 14 positions since the start of the race. Now he just pitted recently, pitted on lap 49. Trying to find some room underneath the number 13 there. Not quite close enough. Bingaman still leading out front. Pittman in that second position. Tyler Kahn, they're about a couple of car lengths between the 3 of them. Tyler Isley getting a lot of pressure now from the 13 Aiden Berlane, who's also, look at the 88 on the high side. Trying to keep that number 13 looking in his rearview mirror. Oh my goodness, here we go. Turns 3 and 4. David Salter trying to drive under the 13, heading down to turn 1. Who's going to have the better line going in here? Salter looks like he's going to pick up that 5th position. Berlane now back to the 6th position. And they're still spaced out here. There's Tyler Kahn. He's still got a nice gap between them. Pittman, he is closed up on Jaden Bingaman just a little bit. Now right around 0.3 of a second between him and the number 26. Oh, but it looked like Bingaman almost tapped the wall, and he might have lost some momentum because the Ford just rockets right on by into the lead. But of course, Bingaman is still there as they race down the backstretch. Carson Pittman now, I believe this is the 3rd lead change of the evening. Top 3 have broken away now. You see Aiden Berlane trying to catch Tyler Isley. Nice battle going on behind him. William Brown actually got past. William Brown was behind David Salter. Both him and Nick Cannon had moved up past the 88. Ken Baum Jr. Boy, Ken Baum Jr., he was back there like, what, 17th or something like that? And back into the top 10. Trying to make his way back to the front. The longest, this is getting close to the longest green flag run we've had all evening long. It is allowing the field to start to spread out a little bit, though, and that's kind of what they needed. Need a little separation there for folks can get in the groove here and start hitting their marks. Salter now having to deal with the 42, Jeremy Zarfos. Zarfos on the inside picks up that 9th position. Put him now into the 9th position. Boy, this is a tight battle right here. William Brown battling with Tyler Isley. Isley not moving in the direction he wants to move. Drops back to the 6th position. He's falling back into the clutches there of Nick Cannon. And Ken Baum Jr., he is right there, folks. You can't see him right now. He's on the outside there of Nick Cannon. Now you can just see, oh man, and he threads the needle there, Cannon does. Battling hard with the number 2, trying to get that 7th position. Ken Baum Jr. trying to make his way back up to the front. Now he has William Brown right in front of him in that 5th position. Meanwhile, up at the front, Carson Pittman over a second now ahead of Tyler Kahn. Jaden Bingaman, he touched the wall there a few laps ago, but it looks like he's recovered a bit. But he is getting a bit of pressure there from Aiden Berlane now in the 4th position. The guys really finding their form now as they continue to race along here. Lap 98. 99, 31 laps remaining here, folks. Behind them, there's Nick Cannon. Ken Baum Jr. still battling with William Brown, trying to get past that number 9 car into the top 5. Let's look a little further back in the field. David Salter, he had charged up to the front there. Now kind of moved back to the 12th position. Robbie Bice, he's running back in the 14th position. You got Stan Mayberry right there behind him. 57 Briggs Swope. They're running 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Don DeGroot's in the 16th position. Oh, we got us a caution, and somebody, we see smoke in front. That is, that was the 42 of Jeremy Zarfos. So he was involved in the caution there. Might have been just a spin. Looks like the car is in pretty good shape. Let's go back and take a look here and see what happened with Jeremy. Yeah, he's rolling along there. Now he's got the 72. David Smil Jr. down on his inside. And I think the 72 just kind of ran out of some room there. Got into that left rear quarter panel there. And yeah, that's he's coming around on that one. And I think Smil was probably trying to get out of it, but at that point it's too late already. And it looks like he's going to go in to the wall as well. And oh no, there's the 88, David Salter. He didn't have anywhere to go. And so he didn't hit too hard, but you know, now he's looks like he's just right there next to the 88 up to the 72 of David Smil. So no real big damage, I would imagine, to David Salter. It looks like he's they both are still rolling there. And Zarfos getting tires and fuel for the number 42 machine. The car doesn't look that bad a shape, actually. He may be staying on pit road just to make sure any little damage he has, he's down and away. And boy, after all of that, Ken Baum Jr., now pretty much everybody came in and pitted. Now Ken Baum Jr., he had pitted on lap 72. I'm thinking maybe he stayed out. And so he's back up at the front. David Smil Jr. also pitted on the same lap as Ken Baum Jr. Brett Perigo, he pitted on lap 65 along with Briggs Swope, who's now in the top 5. Don DeGroot rounds out your top 5. Boy, he's pitted one time on lap 27. He's been out ever since. So he's been taking advantage of these cautions and gaining some track position, slowly, steadily working himself up, where he's jumped up a whopping 20 positions since the start of the race. And boy, we're less than 30 laps to go here now. But man, I tell you, he's had that same set of tires on since lap 27. You got to wonder if he's going to be able to hold that, because a lot of guys behind him, boy, they have some much fresher tires. Matthew Fitz, number 3 machine there. He pitted on lap 80, and then behind him is where everybody that just pitted just now is Tyler Kahn and Carson Pittman, Aiden Berlane, all these guys, everybody back here, all pitted on lap 102. So pretty much everybody else that's back here on the lead lap. So they're going to be ready to go get after it for sure. But man, what some racing luck there for Ken Baum Jr. Stay out of trouble in those multiple cautions after getting literally back in the mid-pack. Pretty much him and Aiden Berlane did the same thing. Where is Aiden right now? He's back in the 9th position. He'd gotten up about what, 5th, 4th, and now he's gotten shuffled back to by that pit stop. He's back just inside the top 10. There goes pace car down on the pit road. Ken Baum's going to do what Ken Baum's been doing. And he drops the hammer, and boy, I tell you, just like that, folks, a good 0.3 of a second already. Look at Brett Perigo gets past David Smeal Jr. into that 2nd position. Britt Swope in the 4th spot there, followed by Don DeGroot. And Matthew Fitz, Tyler Kahn, they're all battling. Oh boy, Carson Pittman, now Tyler Kahn and Carson Pittman, they're the first of the cars with the freshest tires, including Aiden Berlane, and he's trying to get past all of them down on the inside. Oh, and somebody just went sliding. That was the number 7, Tyler Kahn. And did he's up against the wall now. Boy, he really slid back through the field. When it was like the Red Sea parting here, when he went sliding, and it's like everybody just went lower, went high. Now there's a number 7 right in the middle of the screen there. The Matthew Fitz might have got pinched down a little bit. He almost got into the 13, Aiden Berlane. Now he's sideways, and everybody behind him is like, man, they actually did a pretty good job to avoid him there. And oh, there was a 17. He just did get by Tyler Isley. Somebody did get in. He made contact with somebody though, and I lost my contact with him here. We'll just take it back live. And what I tell you, it is 21 laps to go, and these guys, they're going to be feeling pretty. I would think they're going to be feeling pretty fresh when this race is over, because they haven't had to work a lot, and we're now on the caution number 13. And still a good portion of the field, I would say 2/3 of the field is still on the lead lap. I think somebody just got a wave around there. Whoever it was, who was at the 18th position? Alex Mader making his way around in the lucky dog position. So, as crazy as things have been, folks, I think they could get ready to get a lot crazier, because I think now we'll be less than 20 laps to go when we get the green flag, and boy, I tell you, it's really gonna start getting interesting now. So here we go. I think the lights out on the pace car, and no, they're not. They're going to have one more, at least one more lap of caution here. So as they get ready to come around, we'll take one quick break, and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's the Old Dominion 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? Macho Man! My way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. Got Devin Board with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keane. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, here we go. Pace car down on pit road, got a green flag. Cross the stripe, it is 17 laps remaining. Ken Baum Jr., David Smill Jr., Brett Perigo. Your top three, there's Aiden Burlane. And let's see, oh man, they're battling back here. Burlane trying to get past the 0-2 down on the inside. Oh, he gets into David Smill Jr. He quickly gets out of it. Smill is trying to recover, but he's going to lose a bunch of positions. Well, I know Burlane did not want that to happen. And, oh, my goodness, now we do have a caution. Oh, Fitz up hard into the wall, and Matthew Fitz. And there may be other drivers involved here. I do see somebody else sitting there. And that may be William Brown, I believe, right behind him. Matthew Fitz, though, took a nice little lick there. And, oh, man, that left front is just really messed up on the number 3. I'm thinking he may have to come down pit road for that one. So here we are, caution now, 15 laps remaining. Now let's see. Let's go on board with William Brown, because I don't know if it started with Matthew Fitz or not. And so now there's Brown, the number 9 car, Nick Cannon in the 8 right behind him. You see where they are. You almost, okay, Cannon, something must have happened in front of them. Boy, that was close. Somebody else almost got together. And okay, they did end up getting together there. I was looking at. It looked like, I was thinking a few seconds ago, boy, it looks like Cannon might get him in the left rear there, and he sure enough did. And there comes the number 3 right there. And as Brown is spinning, then the number 3, he's trying to hold on to it, and he takes a nice little whack into the outside wall. And of the two of them, I think he got the worst of it, because Brown, he's down on the inside there, but Fitz, he's still up against the wall there. So tough luck there for the number 3. And hopefully he won't be on pit road too long. Hopefully it'll be like optional repairs and not required that will force him to stay on pit road longer. Let's see, William Brown also on pit road. His car looks in a lot better shape. And I know Aiden Burlane, I know you saw him immediately get out of the gas when he got into the back of the 72. And fortunately, the 72 is only about 3 cars behind him there. David Smill Jr. continuing along, and car doesn't look too bad at all, really. Jaden Bingaman now in that 5th position. Carson Pittman, number 4, right there, right behind Aiden Burlane. Brett Perigo had a good opportunity there and got himself right there behind you, leader Ken Baum Jr. So it'll definitely be an interesting restart here. He'll have Aiden Burlane behind him, Carson Pittman. I mean, Pittman and Bingham and David Smith Jr., even David Salter, everybody back there. Man, they're gonna be gunning for those guys at the front of the field. That is for sure. Coming around out of turn 4. They'll be getting the one to go this time around. And let's see, Jeremy Zarfos is exiting pit road, and he got out before the field came around, so he'll zip on around the track and probably catch the field before they get back and get going. Lights are indeed out on the pace car, so it'll be 10 laps to go. Keep in mind that they have 3 chances at a green-white checker. Yeah, every possibility that they might have to use them, but we'll see what happens. They did have a couple of good green flag runs, or starting to get into a somewhat lengthy green flag run there. Pace car down. Let's see what happens. Green flag racing once again. Cross the line. 10 laps remaining. Ken Baum Jr. and Berlane. He's getting under the 02. And it looks, oh yeah, and Perigo had to check up a little bit. And they're having problems. And Perigo, he gets into the 88, David Salter. Oh, Nick Cannon hard into the wall. Oh, a big pile up here. Oh, man. 17, Tyler Isley got caught up in it, and there were some other cars involved as well. Isley not showing a whole lot of damage, actually. See, Don DeGroot, he's down. Oh man, he's showing a little damage as well. Now let's go back with Don here, see if we can see what happened in the 61 car. Now Nick Cannon's in front of him, so I think the stuff started happening in front of him, and he might have got caught up in this. And you see folks starting to break loose in front of him, and man, that's a serious traffic jam. And now all of a sudden, all hell's about to break loose here, I think. And there goes one car, and that's the 02 there. And there's Isley, and absolutely nowhere to go for DeGroot, and you just see the carnage in front of him. Well, see in front of them, there's Lucas Neal just sliding into it, and boy, I tell you, just nowhere for everybody to go there. So yeah, that's hey, that is short track racing, folks. DeGroot now on pit road. A lot of the hits that we've seen, it hasn't been super like very heavy damage. But boy, Ken Baum Jr., Aiden Berlane is now back up into the second position. This, I think, may be the highest he's been all evening. In that second position, boy, he's got Carson Pittman will be down on his inside on the restart. So you got to wonder, would you rather be on the inside, or would you rather be on the high side on the restart? Jaden Bingham showing in the fourth position. David Smith Jr. rounds out your top 5. Graham Brown coming down pit road. Car looks in pretty good shape. Actually, well, my bad, he was actually exiting. I was thinking he was going in. Andrew May on his way out as well. Now Looks like they'll get out before your leaders come around. Lights are out on the pace car. So now here's what now this time it'll be 4 laps to go when they get the green flag, and a couple of laps after that we will definitely be in green-white checker territory here. Home field is right there, ready to go. Ken Baum on the inside.
Green flag.
Got the green flag. Got a good start. There's Verlaine down on the inside. Look at Carson Pittman down on the inside. He couldn't quite get there. The 26, Jaden Bingaman, on the high side there. Aiden Verlaine, he's challenging for that lead. And look, he looks like he'll probably might get it. Boy, Ken Baum Jr. fighting on the high side as they come off. Now 3 laps remaining. Ken Baum Jr. trying to see if he can get back up there to Aiden Verlaine. Oh, the 28 gets into the 4. Oh, I think something's about to happen behind them. Oh, a big pileup going on behind them. And Verlaine, he'll be leading. This will be the first of the green-white checkers. Verlaine will be leading them on the restart. The first of 3 attempts. Ken Baum Jr. right there. Carson Pittman right there. Boy, David Salter, he's a hard charger, folks. He'll be up there on row 2 on the first green-white checker attempt. Robbie Bice getting into the mix as well. There, Christopher Lynn in the 6th position. Briggs Swope 7th. Alex Mader in the 8th position. Jeremy Zarfos 9th. And Tyler Isley looks like he'll be rounding out your top 10. Let's see, who's that? Andrew May is on pit road. And boy, that I didn't even see where the yellow flag came out. It didn't even show anybody involved in a wreck or anything. This may be a more mentally taxing race for the drivers tonight than physically. Trying to navigate Richmond here and, you know, trying to get up and go. A lot of close quarters racing here. Looks like everybody's staying out. Nobody else is coming down pit road. Aiden Verlaine, he's in a good spot here. Now he last pitted on lap 102. Ken Baum Jr. His tires have been on there since lap 72. Then Carson Pittman, his tires have been on since lap 102, along with David Salter. So, and Robbie Bice pitted on lap 112. Chris Lynn pitted on lap 102. So, yeah, it's an interesting mix here, especially with Ken Baum. He's got the oldest tires amongst all those guys in the top 5 or 6. And boy, he's been hanging in there with them. And boy, can he do anything though with the 13? Because that is a little bit, you know, almost 30 some laps, almost 30 laps of newer tires. That may be a little hard to overcome. Carson Pittman, he is going to be right there. And I tell you, just all these guys, David Salter, Robbie Bice, you can't count any of them out at all. I think the lights are, out on pace car, I believe, and looks like Aiden Verlaine, he's backing up the field just a little bit. So this should be the first attempt at a green-white checker. Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Making their way down the backstretch. Ken Baum Jr. getting those tires cleaned off. Carson Pittman, it's all about the restart too. Trying not to let Verlaine get a nice jump on him. And he's going. Boy, Carson Pittman is going right with him too. And going down into turns 1 and 2. Ken Baum Jr. trying to make a move on the high side. I don't know if he has the traction now to fight with him. 2 laps remaining, coming around. They'll be coming to the white flag this time around. Looks like it might be Carson Pittman, and he gets loose, and he's going to lose it. And it's Ken Baum Jr. back into the second position. White flag in the air. I don't think he's going to have the tires to do anything. Robbie Bice may be able to try to challenge for the lead. But as they race down the turn 3 and 4, it's Aiden Verlaine coming out of turn 4, coming to that checkered flag, and he'll take the win here at Richmond Raceway. Boy, they have that old saying sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but you know, he's lucky and good. And he got back in the field and obviously avoided some calamity, and a combination of that and pit stops and you know, and the field getting shuffled up by the multiple cautions and making up positions, getting yourself back in that position where you need to be. And this is the result. Congratulations there to Aiden Verlaine. Waiting for the traffic to go by so he can do some celebratory donuts there. And we'll go ahead and grab folks. And there's Aiden, so we'll put him in the queue there. We got to find Ken Baum Jr. and Robbie Bice. There's Robbie. We'll put him up there. And let's see, where is Ken at? Ken is a little further down. Let's see. Where is he? He is down. He's way down here somewhere. Looking down through the chat. Did I overlook it? Let's see. There he is. And we'll move him on up. And we will head on down to Victory Circle with them.
I tried to get to the last lap. I mean, I had better tires, but I just didn't have enough.
Yeah, I put myself there.
Okay, folks, we're here with your top 3, Aiden Verlaine, Ken Baum Jr., and Robbie Bice. Hey, Aiden, you got a copy there?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, I tell you, man, what a heck of a finish, man. I tell you were up at the front, went back into the pack, both you and Ken, and made your way back up to the front of the pack. And boy, I tell you, that was a kind of a crazy finish there. Congratulations on that win.
Yeah, it was a crazy race. First off, I know I've done this 3 times now, but I want to apologize to Smeal again for the contact going into 3. He braked a little sooner than I thought, and I think the old tire and new tire difference kind of messed me up, and that was my fault, and I'm sorry for that. And yeah, I mean, it was a great race all in all. It turned out the last 2 laps I had tons of speed with clean air. I just never found out until the last 2 laps. So, but anyways, it was a really good race.
10 for him, man. You might want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, first off, I gotta thank Jesus Christ. I also gotta thank my mom for always watching my races, always cheering me on, and y'all for an amazing event.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will. How do you like dirt track racing?
I love it. I love the history over there.
Yeah, I tell you, that's gonna be fun next week, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, hey Ken, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, you were getting it done all race long. Man, what a crazy finish that was. And I tell you, you lost the second position, and then Pittman got loose there. Next thing you know, you're back in second. And did you? I mean, I know your tires were quite a bit older. And did you think you might have any kind of a chance there to get Aiden at the end there?
Possibly, but I messed up the restart before, and then that final restart, I just didn't get the jump I needed to get. I could have got to his outside and might have been able to do something, but he had newer tires, so you never know.
I tell you, man, and you were doing pretty good to hold your own amidst a lot of other cars that had tires that looked like they were 25, 30 laps fresher there. So, man, that was a great job. But anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, the Turn 2 Terribles, the broadcast, Monday nights. The whole Turn 2 Terribles team, we put in a lot of work, and it pays off when we do things like this. My smoking hot girlfriend, my baby girl, Jeremy Zarfos photography. That's about it. Get them next week.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
Hey, Robbie, you got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Hey, I tell you, man, congratulations on that third, man. And I saw you guys getting up there, and I was like, oh, here we go. And because you and David got up there inside the top 5, and I was like, okay, man, this is about to get good here now. Because I tell you, that might have been, I guess, the first time that you'd been in the top 5 all evening. Were you starting to think, hey, I just might have a chance here?
Yeah, I made it at the 10th and got kind of tagged in the rear, went to the back, changed tires, and got hit. Every wreck I seemed to be in that someone wrecked in front of me, I was tagged or hit. I don't think I had a part of my car that was not hit. And I just changed tires at the end and hope I can make my throughway and just at least get a decent finish. I didn't never think I'd finish third, so it's very fortunate.
10-4. And for all the spins that we saw fender damage here and there, but we didn't see, I don't think I saw the first car that had any body work just ripped off or any really major damage or anything like that. But so it was something, man, I tell you. And so I guess, what do you think? Do you think, did y'all decide to run Richmond during the day? Would you think it might help more with the grip? Would it have been worse at night, you think? Or is there a decision in deciding when to make it a day race or a night race?
So we run all the races like the official races. So because all the official races are just like the cup race. So
absolutely.
The race was, I think the official like 3 in the afternoon. So this race was run exactly with everything exactly the same. So same date and everything. So.
Absolutely.
It definitely, I don't know if they've changed the model, less downforce and short tracks. I don't know if that's in the iRacing quite yet, but the cars are much looser. Mm-hmm. So you have to be careful. I know I was loose tonight.
Absolutely, man. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Hey, my team, Motorsports, everyone on my channel, you for doing a good job on the broadcast. Kind of shocked, to be honest with you. My car was completely trashed, so it didn't turn very well. So towards the end, so I was really surprised I could keep up with Ken because he was really fast, and Aiden too as well.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you, man.
Okay, folks, boy, I tell you, man, that was an interesting race. Let's go ahead and pull up the race results here, and. Aiden Mullane, your winner. Ken Baum Jr. second. Robbie Bice third. Chris Lynn fourth. Carson Pittman fifth. Tyler Isley sixth. Briggs Swope seventh. David Smith Jr. eighth. Bill Hales ninth. And Stan Mayberry rounds out your top 10. And I'll scroll on down, see where your favorite driver ended up in the race. And I tell you, the cars were slipping and sliding out there, but for the most part, it looked like most of the drivers made it through. So I tell you, that was really something. And I tell you, like I was asking Aiden, does he like dirt racing? That's where we're going next week, folks. I'm talking Bristol Motor Speedway, the dirt layout, and more short track racing, add a little dirt into it. And I tell you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know when we go live. So for all of us here on Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.